Hello, this is Max. We're looking at Fall 2013, Midterm 2, Question 2. It's another environment diagram question, Wrecking Ball. Fill in the environment diagram that results from executing the code below until the entire program is finished. An error occurs or all frames are filled. You may not need to use all of the spaces or frames. A complete answer will add all missing names, labels, and parent annotations. Parent annotations are things over here. Add all missing values created during execution, and then show the return value for each local frame. All right, great. Let's get started. So first, what does Python read when in its global frame? It's going to read some function myli, which takes an argument ray. If we wanted to be complete, we could add parent global here just to keep track of it. And then we don't read any inside of this function. And then we have a local variable or global variable Billy, which is equal to 6, which we have here. And now we start making function calls. Okay, so calling the function myli with the argument 7. Let's go ahead and call myli. Parent is global. And what does myli have as an argument? That first argument is going to be our very first local variable, and that's 7. So array is going to be 7. Okay. All right, so then what happens once we're reading this? We define a function cy, which is defined in our frame F1. So we can add our frames right now so we don't lose track. Frame F1, and we're going to say this is a function cy, takes no arguments, and its parent is F1. Okay, great. And now we are going to return a call to cy, so we need to call cy. So here we have something this is get item really. This is the function get item, but we're indexing into whatever the result of cy is, but first we need to figure out what this is. So let's call the function cy. Cy takes no arguments. It's got a parent, that's F1. Now we read inside of cy. First things first, cy defines a helper function rus. Rus is a function rus, which takes an argument Billy and is defined in frame 2. Cy took no arguments, so it's fine that we only have Rus. And we haven't called it yet. Okay, now like I say, we call it. Okay, so length is built in, so we're not going to make a call to it. Rus2, so we need to call Rus2. So Rus, parent is F2, and parent is F2. We take an argument Billy. Billy is 2. And what does Rus do? Rus is a non-local cy, so it's going to be affecting this right here. The value of cy right here. Actually, no, so what cy is going to do is, so non-local cy here, is it's going to go up to its parents until it finds a value or a variable named cy. So this is not the first variable named cy, because this is actually our frame name, which is referring to this cy over here. This is going to be the first variable named cy. So we're going to change this cy to be something else, and we're going to change it to be a lambda, which takes no arguments and returns Billy plus Ray, and is defined with a parent of frame 2. So let's call this a lambda, and takes no arguments. So we'll just say lambda, no arguments, parent frame 2. If you want to keep track of this, I like to put a little lambda next to him so that I keep track of it. Okay, and now we're going to change size pointer from here to here. And we're going to turn the tuple 1 and Billy. Okay, so now we're going to make some tuple using that box and pointer diagram knowledge. 1, and what is Billy? Billy is 2. All right, great, and so that's our return value here. And the length of okay, now the length of this is equal to 2, right? So we're not going to return this yet. We're going to go down here and we're going to return a tuple. So this is back to our call to cy. So we're back here. We still haven't returned from cy yet. We're going to return the tuple that is the call to cy, but the changed cy. with another second argument 5. So we're going to return a new tuple, which maybe makes sense to make right here. And we're going to call psi again, and this is going to be lambda. Calling this lambda function right here. Parent f2. Oh, I'm sorry, this parent right here, this was my mistake. Fixing this parent should be f3, because it was defined inside of this Rus, right? So, sorry. Rus right here is the frame f3. Its parent is f2, but because inside of here we define a lambda, we should make this parent f3. So the parent is whatever frame it was defined in. It was defined inside of this frame, so it's going to have the parent value of f3. Sorry about that, that was my mistake. Okay, so this parent is in fact f3. Makes a lot more sense. Okay, so now we're going to say Billy plus Ray. So we need to go until we find a Billy first. So we're going to say our return value is Billy plus Ray up to our first parent, f3. We find a Billy, so we're going to say 2 plus. And now we start here, we don't see a Ray, we don't see a Ray. Go to the parent here, f2, don't see a Ray. Here, Ray is 7. The return value of this is going to be 9. And so now we can put 9 inside of our psi here, 9 and 5. And now this is the return value of psi. The psi that originally, our frame f2. And now we're going to return index 1 of what this returned. This is index 0, this is index 1. This is going to return the value 5. Whew! Okay. So this was problem 2 of fall 2013. Feel free to ask in Piazza if you have any questions. And yeah, hopefully we'll get them answered. Thanks for watching.